My name is Zainab Chaudhry. I am the Maryland liaison for the Council on American Islamic Relations. We are America's largest Muslim civil rights and advocacy organization, and our mission is to promote justice, empower diverse communities, and improve the understanding of Islam. I was born and raised in Baltimore, and I'm the proud daughter of immigrants. And growing up, I saw firsthand the effects of systemic racism within our communities on so many different levels of society. And I've always had a strong sense of wanting to do right by communities that have been historically marginalized. Mentorship to me is having someone who is experienced in a certain field, who can provide guidance and advice on how to avoid pitfalls and how to be the best that you can possibly be in that field. And I think especially, as a woman of color, we know studies show that we have more odds stacked against us in our success. There's just so many different challenges that we face that other communities and other people who are not people of color, especially women of color, don't have to face. Some of my strongest mentors, I would say, were my mom. And even though she herself is not an activist, watching her persevere as an immigrant who initially arrived to the United States, who learned to speak English, went on to college, and then went on to serve our city's veterans for over 3 decades now. Watching her journey, I learned what it meant to be determined and to persist in the face of immense odds. And she always guided me to, keep going, even though when I felt like, I just wanted to give up and this was not what I wanted to do, because I just felt like things were not going the way that I wanted them to go. Now we have internet. The world is literally at your fingertips. So whatever field you're interested in, find out different organizations that are actively involved in that field. Look up those organizations, make phone calls, write emails, show up at the door, connect with people, build relationships, ask a lot of questions. When I have young folks reach out to me to seek mentorship, one of the most important things, I think, for me personally is having someone who's reliable. So someone who's going to respond to emails, who's going to respond to messages, and be prompt about it, and who's willing to sacrifice to make things happen. Sometimes, we always have commitments, we have different obligations and responsibilities, and it's hard to juggle everything that needs to be done, but prioritizing the investment that you're making in your field can go such a long way in making a strong impression with a mentor, because it shows that you're committed to improving in that field. I am Zainab Chaudhry. I'm the Maryland liaison for the Council on American Islamic Relations. I have been boss.